Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, or as I call it, midweek meerkat, 10th of July. Crazy. I'm so blown away that we're mad into July already. That last week has just flown by, so I've got to really pick it up. You may know, or you might not know, but I decided to follow a tutorial, fantastic tutorial, by Tech Coder X on the Steam blockchain to help with setting up the witness code or witness server, which is codename Avalon, I believe, for the new version of d.tube, which has its own blockchain, oddly enough, called Avalon. And it was really easy to follow. I'm kind of surprised that there's not more tutorials out there, especially for things like Myra, because we were all talking about Myra for ages, that it was going to have these massive RAM reductions that everybody could run a witness. And it makes sense to me to have tutorials out there for all the different cloud services so that lots more people can empower the Steam blockchain by running witnesses? Or is it just a case that we only need those top 20? I'd like to see people who are on the Steam blockchain who want to stay around, who want to contribute, be able to set up a server. I would love to be able to set up a server as easily as it was for the d.tube one. Now, admittedly, totally different code bases, totally different resources. I understand that. This one for d.tube uses Node and it flies, and it doesn't use hardly any memory, doesn't use any disk space. Well, it uses disk space, but it doesn't use a hell of a lot of bandwidth or CPU, which is kind of cool, which means a lot of people can run one. So I've been running one now for about 13 days, and I'm position 18th on the chart. I think you have to be in the top 7. I don't know what it actually... I just wanted to support the chain because they made this change, and they were going on to their own kind of blockchain, but still having the ability to support Steamians by cross-posting onto the Steam blockchain. I just think it's a smart move, right? With the price of Steam, with people leaving, I think it's smart for somebody who's developed a product on the Steam blockchain to diversify and run their own blockchain. If there was problems that wasn't going to be fixed on the Steam blockchain, but you can fix it by running your own chain, then why not do that? Why not tokenize that? And that's opened up a whole spectrum of stuff for Steam Engine as well, because it means that people can now have their own version of d.tube for their own community, which is huge because then you can tokenize that video content. It's one thing that I'm definitely going to do with Vlog at some point, which is my token that I bought on the Steam Engine. So today I quickly wanted to tell you about the fact that I've been running my witness on DigitalOcean. And DigitalOcean is like a cloud provider. It's very, very simple. It's got a control panel. And you can see from these stats, it doesn't use a lot of bandwidth at all, under 350 kilobits. Hardly any CPU usage. I'd say that's about 25% running it all the time. And then you can see also the disk I/O is incredibly low. So it's not doing anything major. Nothing like the Steam blockchain would be in terms of syncing. Again, different code base. But my point is that I've come up with a way that I can credit... I've come up with a way that instead of having an invoice every month to worry about for another bill online, I've realized that there's a couple of ways that I can effectively get credits for my DigitalOcean cloud account, either by spreading the referral, which gives me a $50 credit over 30 days. Once another person spent $25, I get $25. And you can pretty much set up an Avalon server for around, I reckon, about $5 a month. I've overspec'd my server a little bit because I'm also running other little droplets. They're called droplets when you run little cloud instances. So it's like having your own Ubuntu server. You can select different kind of Linux installations, but I've got it running on Ubuntu, which it suggests in that tutorial from Tech Coder X, and it's not expensive. So why not contribute to the overall network? I think there's about 85. When I looked yesterday, there was 75, sorry, I've got it wrong. 75 witnesses, Avalon witnesses, supporting this new d.tube blockchain, which is really, really cool. So, one, I'm doing the referral thing, so anybody who clicks on the referral will get some credits on DigitalOcean. If you work it out, that $25 can effectively set you up as a leader, if you like, a witness leader, for about 4 or 5 months. So it's a no-brainer. You click on that, you get an account, I get $25, you get $25. So that's one way. Obviously, not many people are going to, once you've signed up once, that's it. So you might not know this, but I also do courses on Skillshare. I've been doing this for a number of years now, And I've got courses on there about using the Steam infrastructure for digital independence. I've got one on there for content creators in Steam. Each one of these is like 4 hours. This one's like 3 hours. I've even got one for setting up live streaming on there, which has got like 69 students on it. I did an official hunting guide for Steam Hunt as well, which is about an hour and 40 minutes. And I'm also working on a brand new one for Review Hunt. Obviously, that's not out yet, sometime in July. But all of those little courses, they give me what's called premium minutes. So every month, around the middle of the month, I get premium minutes payouts. And when I get that, I can now send those credits straight over to DigitalOcean so that I can pay ahead of time for my hosting. So I'm kind of excited about that because it's like this 360 approach, right? I work on stuff that I love. I put those things up as courses. People watch those courses. I interact with those people. I get engagement from those people. And then also in the middle of the month, I get this kind of residual payment. I've got a number of courses on there, so it builds up. And I wanted to talk about it today because I think there's so much talent here on d.tube from videographers. I followed a girl today who does foraging, which I'm really interested in learning about. And I just think there's so much talent and skill here that they could be putting stuff on Skillshare or Udemy and getting those residual incomes in. And then we can take some of that money and put it into credits into DigitalOcean for Avalon. Why would you do it? Well, once we come out of testnet and go into mainnet, if you have a witness server running, I presume there's going to be kind of some rewards there at some point. And obviously, if you get a vote from d.tube, then you get more money on your Steam post. So I don't know, it just feels like end to end. It feels like from resources to end and the whole journey in the middle of it and contributing to that whole chain. I've really wanted to do that on the Steam blockchain for the last 3 years, but there's no easy tutorials for me to set up something in the cloud, and I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Steemit or anybody really spend a bit of time picking 5 cloud hosts and building instructions or doing instructions on d.tube of how to set up the new Mira code base. Because even though like we might never ever get into the top 20, wouldn't it be cool to storytell about the Steam blockchain having like 500 nodes, right? And use that as storytelling as the re-emergence of the Steam blockchain rather than it just be an elite 20 people at the top. I mean, d.tube has kind of proved that to me with this new blockchain. It's very efficient, very low requirements to run one of these chains, and it just proves to me that the next evolution of other blockchains, you could effectively set yourself up as a masternode, and it kind of like the inflation feeds in to your interaction with the chain, and that excites me. It's what makes me stay around, is that I feel like I'm contributing back. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Hope you'll click on the links. Hope you'll follow some of this advice. I've got this new Review Hunt course coming out as soon as I get early access. I hope I get early access. Tabris P7, can I get early access to be able to go through all the different quests and different pages and give you some feedback. There's going to be over $600, nearly $700,000 in month 1 of marketing spend from like 100+ companies. Mainly I'm seeing the big ones are kind of South Korea doing blockchain lifestyle and health and fitness and things like that. And I'm not sure if they're looking for English videos or if it's going to be South Korean with English subtitles. I don't know, but I'm excited for the challenge, right? That's why we do these things, like education, learning, and challenge. All right, that's it. I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye. Oh, don't forget to vote for my witness. I'm on like 18 and I'm desperately trying to jump up. Like, I really want to get into the top 7. I don't know why. I'm just like, it's an addiction thing. All right, see you soon. Bye.
Drifting slowly into an empty space where I can go. I'm just a